In the beginning, agriculture was all that food was. Food was food. It was considered fuel for our bodies, being grown from the ground and filled with nutrients needed for our bodies. Over time, society has transformed into a new era. Food is not idolized exactly, but we see using food as a way to attract an audience and make lots of money. Food has become a job associated with social media. Social media is the new hype and has been since early 2010. Millions of people use social media as an in-look on their lives and to see into others. One prime example of food and social media is mukbangs, live-stream documentation of individuals prepping and eating meals in front of a camera or a specific audience. These originated in Korea, firstly being a way to communicate with the YouTuber's audience and attract its viewers interested in the meal prepping and just listening on the conversation. As seen here, there's a man eating a large increasing amount of ramen noodles. Its purpose might just to be to educate his audience, to entertain them, to make them feel less lonely, or to even make himself feel less lonely. And that is one of the reasons why people do record these mukbangs, to make themselves feel less lonely as if they do have an audience watching them. These usually last up to 3 hours, depending on the topic of conversation. But although, sadly, social media in the United States has taken a turn for the worse, taking mukbangs or mukbangs, as translated in the US, to an extreme. YouTubers are already using these ideas to attract their viewers and make money, but they are not thinking clearly about their health. American YouTubers, mukbangers, or broadcast jockeys are gorging on fast food meals the majority of the time and not using mukbangs for their purpose, which is to possibly educate someone about the culture of the meal, or just educate them in general. Overeating is detrimental to their health, and if YouTubers are choosing to do so for $9,000 a month, they are putting themselves at risk for obesity, heart disease, diabetes, and even eating disorders. Eating disorders are a terrifying and touchy topic in today's society, but the problem needs to be discussed in accordance to mukbangs. Some mukbangers are already having eating disorders and are starving themselves all day and night until they gorge on an increasingly large meal in front of a camera and might even force themselves to be sick in fear of gaining weight or the frightening amount of calories they are intaking. The idea of becoming a broadcast jockey has become a dream for some, and that's frightening. Putting oneself at risk for an eating disorder, malnutrition, or even death cannot be more important than one's health. The idea that an individual is going to make thousands a month from these videos is stuck in broadcast jockeys' minds and is preventing them from seeing what is happening to them mentally and physically. Mukbangers are also encouraging unhealthy eating behaviors, not just for themselves, but for their viewers as well. A viewer might look up to a YouTuber who is documenting their lifestyle and alter their diet in accordance to theirs, deeming it as okay, in which it is not. The seriousness of the issue here is large. Individuals are putting themselves in harm and ignoring what is happening to their bodies. Also, broadcast jockeys should consider their audience. Should they really be encouraging such unhealthy eating behaviors? Should they be hiding their eating disorder from their viewers, especially loved ones? Making money to prove that binge eating or starvation is okay is not okay. Covering up an illness with fame and popularity is not either. Such situations should not be taken lightly and need to be addressed in a serious manner. Mukbangs are shedding a bad light on YouTubers and civilians and putting them at risk for both their mental and physical health.